which means she was around 17 years old. She was buried in a royal tomb at Amarna. Unlike the old view on death and rebirth in the next life, where you needed to appease several gods, Akhenaten believed you simply arrived in heaven and rose like the Aten sun from your devotion in this life. In the tomb of Mekhet-Aten, the sad reality of her death comes to light. Her entire family is shown grieving for her. In a moment of extreme sadness, she is shown deceased under a canopy. The significance of her under the canopy is heartbreaking. The canopy at this time symbolized childbirth. What we understand from this scene is that she tragically died during childbirth, a time that was most feared by many Egyptians. Although the tomb is very badly damaged, another scene shows Akhenaten and Nefertiti looking over the dead daughter, while Akhenaten holds Nefertiti by the arm. Outside of the room, we can see a woman holding a newborn child being covered with a royal fan. Many believe that this is the child that Mekhet-Aten gave birth to. Very few objects from Mekhet-Aten remain, yet one scribal palette can be marveled at, showing the name of Nefertiti and her daughter, Mekhet-Aten. A princess, a queen, a woman of the utmost terrible circumstances, the middle child of Akhenaten and Nefertiti. She is believed to have been born in Thebes very shortly before the royal family moved to the new city of Akhetaten, now Amarna. She was given the birth name of Ankhesenpa'aten, which she later changed to Ankhesenamun when she veered away from her father's religion. In her early life, along with her two elder sisters, she became one of the principal priestesses of the Aten, and is often shown along with her two sisters. Akhenaten made it that the public had to worship the family, and in turn, the royals and mainly the pharaoh would pass on your prayers to the god Aten. It is suggested that she was married to her own father, a practice at the time which was not unusual. She may have even given birth to an inbred child sharing the same name as herself. Yet the child died from the plague that wiped out half of the population of Amarna. When her father died, during the short period of rule under Smenkhara and Nefernuaten, Ankhesenpa'aten was married to her slightly younger brother, Tutankhamun. Again, not strange practice at the time, as they believed that inbreeding would keep the family lines stronger, as well as the religious aspect where the Amarnan royals were divine in their own way. They could not marry out of the divine lineage. Ankhesenpa'aten and Tutankhamun appeared to be very close. They are seemingly trained to be rulers by Nefertiti herself, if the theory is true that Nefertiti lived on past Akhenaten. They are also cared for by Nefertiti's father, Ai. After a few short years, Tutankhamun was crowned as pharaoh when he was 9 years old, and Ankhesenpa'aten was made the great royal wife, also known as Queen. Only 2 years into his rule, Tutankhamun and Ankhesenpa'aten abandoned their father's city and moved back to Thebes and reinstated Amun as the chief god of Egypt. To affirm that they were distanced from Aten now, They changed the epithets of their names, mentioning Aten, to now mention Amun, becoming Tutankhamun and Ankhesenamun. The close brother and sister were then stamping their mark in Thebes, being shown on statues and reliefs together in the two main temples of Thebes, Luxor Temple and Karnak. Ankhesenamun is often shown in loving scenes with her brother, some engraved in gold, where she is seen hunting geese with Tutankhamun, others where he pours out wine for his sister queen. There is a loving scene on a wooden chest, which is aptly known as their wedding scene. A young Tutankhamun and Ankhesenamun are seen presenting each other with the lotus in a lush garden. Yet, the most famous of all of these scenes of the couple is on the throne of Tut, where Ankhesenamun is leaning forward, rubbing oils from a bowl onto her brother husband. We know that the couple tried to conceive an heir at least twice, yet these children suffered the same fate as her first child. Two mummified children from Tut and Ankhesenamun were found in Tut's tomb. Tutankhamun died